want to welcome you in the office of the mayor and also outgoing mayor of the city of Monrovia.
What would you?
On January 27, 2018, President George Weah took a bold step of the Coalition for Democratic Change as the mayor of the city of Monrovia, something which was subject to confirmation by the Senate, and subsequently Mayor Jefferson Koijee was confirmed by the Senate Committee on Internal Affairs as the mayor of the city of Monrovia. Today in history, Mayor Jefferson Koijee is departing. He's parting ways with the city government of Monrovia. Like he said, he's exercising his position as the city mayor, but he remains a resident of the city of Monrovia. So today, the mayor is giving you a briefing, and basically he will brief you on what he met here at the city government, and he'll give you the status of the city so far, which will serve as a working tool for the incoming leadership of the city government. Without much ado, the Jefferson Koijee, and I'm going there, the journalist.
Thank you. You see, when you have a media practitioner who gave you a speech before you come in, then there's no point. But as protocol dictates, I want to say thank you, like I said out there, and this is the formal aspect of it. I want to begin by appreciating you, media practitioners who have been with us on this journey, whether be it good or bad. I know sometimes in this journey I can vividly recall, and when I wake up in the morning and I greet the banner hairline, sometimes they say Sting Monrovia, and the media, and I begin to wonder what Sting guys are. We were just interacting. And that's what makes your job very unique. It's a noble responsibility. And I have come to respect and appreciate you. I had an opportunity to work for you in two distinct capacities. I work with you as a politician. I work with you as a civil society practitioner, basically 3 weeks. When I was a youth leader, and I became an activist, civil society practitioner, an activist involved in activism, and subsequently we matriculated into international politics of our institution. Fortunately for us, I also work with you as a public servant. And if I were to ask what my honest feeling with you, well, I would say to you, describe the media in 2 ways. Don't make them your friend and don't make them your enemy. So you can, I think basically you work with them, over you guys come and meet like with the formats, we come and we have a melting point. When it need be, we collaborate. When it doesn't, we take our separate position. And that's why you are a very interesting and a very important partner to work with. So I want to say officially in my capacity as the mayor of the city of Monrovia, as I exit today, I want to be very grateful to God. Well, the day we come back in public sector, I'm not too sure I will be in this capacity as mayor again. God's willing, I will be in a different capacity, but as the same public servant. And we begin to reminisce with told and untold stories. So today, I want to say thank you. It was a noteworthy journey. It was not rosy. It was hectic. It was It was something that we went back and forth. But in it all, I want to say it's something very much they are very proud of. So, like, Tekele, Wafi, a very dedicated servant. And I would say that publicly. He served Monrovia well. He served Liberia well. I'm glad to cross paths with him as a young man who demonstrated to me a sense of true loyalty, dignity, and integrity. And sometimes people want to wonder about our relationship. Tekele is a Gio person, he's a Manu person. He hails from Nimba, and I also hail from Mofakante. More often, sometimes, our respective countries do not agree in terms of our shared activities. We have never allowed our professional relationship interfere on our personal decision. During even our work today, City Hall, there's a young man who left from here, want to empower himself and got educated as a scholar and obtain his master. But he taught to be so good. And I'm seeing this publicly because sometimes I said downstairs, people very good at raining praises on people in their absence. I want to go on a record and I want to say these nice words about Tekele while he's alive. Things that he did so that young Nimalians in Nimba can be inspired. I want to see a child in Nimba, Sacred P, man. And when you call it, they can be inspired, say, I want to be like a young professional Tekele brother. He went to school, acquired his master's. He came back with a lot of opportunity being bestowed upon him. But he said he's going to come and work for the Monrovia City government, because that is where he obtained his opportunity. And I think it's about that. I want to say thank you. I'm mentioning things so that you can serve as a shining example of Liberia. And I say many of our friends, when we get opportunity, sometimes we think the place in which we acquire our opportunity, that place is no longer befitting for you to be with. I don't think it's a good idea. So, Mr. President, I appreciate you, and I want to encourage you, and many of you that have spoken to me about it, your service was not to me directly, it was to the people of Liberia, but through the city government. So I ask you to serve the incoming mayor with utmost sense of dedication, if possible more than what you have done for me, and so that your city government can see you and be very proud. Who knows? In the future, you can become a mayor of the city. Because you have what it takes to understand what it is. So we came here. We met a strategic 5-year plan. So what we did, transforming Monrovia to 5 years strategic plan, as you can see. We also we met in there with there, the State of City report 2022. We have this with our plan, policy. And we also enact 7 policies. Sometimes people think when you mayor, it's all about the solid work aspect. And that's what normally we call the city government. You run the municipality, it is a local government. It's a whole administration. You run, you have the judiciary, you have the executive, you have the police. So in our thought, we created the municipal tax schedule. Not just will come and people be guessing. So you have a tax schedule that will enable you to tell you exactly the various businesses, so that nobody can be able. And each of these was distributed to vendor to enable them to understand. So the 7 policies we created, so that you can be able within to stay up with the old mayor. No, we ran this place on the basis of policy. We have the fuel, the gas, crash card, and rest distribution policy. Because you see, you deal with casual laborers. More often people who clean the street, a lot of them, the workforce, some of them they are on letter. So the way you see that Christmas coming, what you call July 26, those holidays in our country, those are our mothers, parents, grandparents, who cannot afford, who don't have the necessary credentials to work in certain places. So they become casual laborers. So we created a policy that can be able to guide them, how we can be able to do. So you say, when you work, you say fuel, your gas, your scratch card, your rest, distribution policy. So nobody can come here off here. So we talk about a 7 strategic administrative policy that should be formed here and serve as a guardian. So what we did also, we thought about our finances, the internal audit system and control process. What we formulated that we didn't meet them there, it's on our own. So you can't just audit. We made sure we conducted our own audit. RE workers, so we make sure we follow all of, because normally you see RE, the internal audit people, they are here to help you. So we made sure that all the requisite processes that are leading to transparency and accountability. And not just here, we created a policy for that. Among our 7 policies, we created a policy for that. So what we're going to do is that we're trying to show to you so that when the new mayor comes, he don't have to, he can look through them, because they not only, the council also passed it. We thought about it, we presented it to the council, and the council saw the need, it was being passed upon. So another policy we did was the procurement policy manual. So process here, all our procurement, we make sure that it should be gathered to the policy. So the procurement director can just wake up and go and start purchasing. We ensure that we have policy that will serve as a guardian, what you need to do and what you don't need to do. So PPCC, we fall into, so we work in closely in collaboration with PPCC, we form a policy, the procurement policy. So things our friends can begin to know that, look, our work as a mayor is not just about, you say, oh yeah, of course we cherish, it's one of the integral responsibility when you talk about the sanitation aspect. But you have a whole government to run administratively. You have a whole government to run administratively. So you see, normally when you run this, you have fleet, if you have vehicles, we have our truck to clean our things. So you can't just work on one morning because you work in the mayor office, you can just take the cars and carry anything you want to do. So we thought it was to have a policy that will guide us in regulating our fleet. So we call it the fleet management and safety policy. So fleet the cars. You get better with them, that's why you don't even see the city, the city hall cars roaming all on the street, because we have a policy here for the 6 years we're here. We ensure that we have a policy to guide us. So if the car is not supposed to be where it's supposed to be, that you cannot use the truck to go do private work. You can't be contracted. What the fleet should only be used for the Monrovia city government activities. To do that, you needed to put something. So you see that two separate things. Even though we have the audit policy in place, we also thought it was important to have a financial management and internal control policy. So not because I'm a mayor, I just wake up. No. That for years, we have a system. can't just come so it was dedicated. Can't just sign for anything. All the financial things, the policy, we have the financial management policy. So all our internal processes were being fully scrutinized. And as well, you know, all these things are here. We're going to talk and put that to just the politics has been overcome to that. So there are seasoned professional technocrats who are here working with the municipality, the Monrovia city government, trying to ensure that, again, we have challenges here, and some people just thought, so all of the 7 policies. So this is the other aspect that we have, the corporate social responsibility policy. Like, for example, you're operating in a better week of the city. Some of those companies, we don't want to